right, number 1, senior captain Lily Vanderhoff. Number 4, senior setter Megan Luke. Number 8, senior DS/libero Lauren Chan. Number 11, senior middle Rihanna Pereira. And number 13, senior middle Stacy Trzynski. And of course, our senior manager Jenny Groner.
At this time, would you please rise and honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Oak Creek's own Lauren Shad.
Stripes and bright stars, the road our perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang aloud, their bombs bursting, and I gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tonight's lineups for the Bradford Red Devils. Number 3, Jenna Lichter. Number 6, Nikki Miller. Number 7, Ariel Adelson. Number 8, Dory Parker. Captain, number 9, Amber Torres. And number 14, Lindsay Wieske. And for the Oak Creek Knights, Captain, number 1, senior Lily Vanderhoff. Number 3, Allison Gonzalez. Number 4, senior Megan Luke. Number 8, senior Lauren Shad. Number 11, senior Rihanna Pereira. And number 13, senior Stacy Trzynski.
Hi, and welcome to the Oak Creek High School gym for tonight's volleyball game. I'm Corey Fadden, and I'm joined here by Nick Tozawa. Tonight's matchup is between the Oak Creek Knights and the Bradford Red Devils.
Okay, in this first game for the Knights, we'll be having the all-senior squad with number 1, Lily Van Hoff, number 4, Megan Luke, number 8, Lauren Shad, number 11, Rihanna Pereira, number 13, Stacy Trzynski, and number 3, Allison Gonzalez. And some key players to watch for the Knights, on the Knights side tonight would be number 13, Stacy Trzynski, and number 12, Lindsay Zabowski.
Bradford serve. And we're underway. A quick point by Bradford. An interesting fact is that the Oak Creek starting team is all seniors. So let's see how they do today. Oak Creek's point and Oak Creek's ball now. Here we have Lily up to serve.
Let's see if she can get things started off on the right foot for Oak Creek.
Bradford's point, and Bradford gets the ball again. Another point for Bradford.
We just want to remind the folks at home that this year the SEC is using the rally point scoring system, which means there's a point on every dead ball, regardless which team start off with the serve.
On a questionable call as a touch, Bradford gets the point.
And the ball.
Yeah. So I don't know why we started the ball.
There seems to be a big confusion out on the floor. I don't think the ref was too decisive on his play calling there. Okay, looks like we have everything straightened out and we'll get back underway.
Bradford's point.
The Red Devils now lead at 5-1. The Knights record is 4-5 overall, and they
Couldn't quite get it over the net there as Oak Creek gets that point and gets the ball back.
The score is now Oak Creek 2 and Bradford 5.
Another quick point for Oak Creek as Bradford could not get it over the net again.
She can hit the face. She can hit the face. It's now 6-3 red for the Bradford Red Devils.
And there's a switch for Bradford as 11 comes in and takes the place of number 6. Point Oak Creek. Oak Creek now has the ball once again.
We have a sub coming in for the Knights.
Number 8 is taking in place for
Lauren Shad is coming out, and looks like number 9's coming in. A near block by the Knights, but point Bradford.
Unfortunately, we don't have programs out for the Bradford team, so we can't refer to them by name, so we're going to do our best with numbers.
And unfortunately, we don't know all the players in the Oak Creek team either, so we're doing the best we can.
Quite a downer. Bradford with the point there, currently doubling Oak Creek's score of 4.
Point Oak Creek.
And they once again have the ball now. Number 8 getting ready to serve, Lauren Shad. Point Oak Creek.
Oak Creek inching back into this game. Only down by 2 now.
Seems like a lot of unfortunate points are being given out as to either hitting it not far enough to get it over the net or out of bounds.
Well, it's still early in the match yet. The girls are probably a little cold. Like on that play there, I don't think she just wasn't ready for that one. But as the game goes along, I think they'll get back into game shape. It should be a pretty good match.
Well, hopefully Oak Creek can tie right here. So.
Good save by Pereira. Pardon me. A good block by Vanderhoff. And a laser of a spike by Rihanna Pereira.
And that brings the score 8-8 with Oak Creek in possession of the ball. Point Bradford.
I gotta say, that was a pretty good spike by number 7 for the Red Devils.
I'd have to agree with you. I don't know if that was the best call on the Knights to hit that ball, though. I think that might have been out if she would have let it go.
Well, once again, it's still early, you know. They're not making the best of calls. Nice little tip over by Pereira, tying the game back up.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, these both teams are tied for the conference right now, right?
I believe so. I believe whichever team loses tonight will be number 7 in the conference, and the winner will become number 6 overall.
So this is kind of an important match for both teams. And Oak Creek gets
now
a little bit of a lead off that play.
That's their first lead of the night.
Another point for Oak Creek.
Who now lead it by 2, 11-9.
Whoa, that's 11, not 111.
I believe the game would be over if it was 111. A bit too far.
Now we'll give Bradford a point and the ball. Powerful hit out of bounds, giving Oak Creek a point, and once again the ball.
Just a bit too hard at that time.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Megan Luke up to serve.
Let's see if she can extend the Knights' lead. Oh! Bradford caught the Knights by surprise that time.
powerful spike, giving Oak Creek a point.
Now with 3-point lead, I believe. Yes, 3-point lead.
14 to 11.
Pardon that, it's only a 2-point lead, 13 to 11. Is my bad?
Oh. The scoreboard.
Yeah, the scoreboard is wrong. Again, Bradford catching the Knights by surprise. Look at that.
Number 9 serving. Another powerful spike that hits it too hard.
I think maybe in Bradford's pregame warm-up, they got a little over 2 pumps, and they're hitting the ball just a bit too hard.
That seems to be a mistake made by both teams so far, though. Seems to me like the Knights are leaving that middle area a little too open. That seems to be where Bradford keeps getting the points off of them.
I think the Knights need to regroup themselves and cover up those pockets.
Yes. Knights hit it out of bounds, but tying the score at 14-14. Couldn't quite get it over the net there. Giving Knights a point.
Got a couple substitutions for the Red Devils. I'm not quite sure who came in, but they made a substitution.
Knights serve. And the ref doesn't know how to call that one.
He seems confused,
Personally, I'd say that was in,
but the fans behind us seem to say it was out.
he's giving it to Oak Creek.
I don't think the Bradford fans are going to like that, but you know what? I think it's too bad.
I don't think a point was actually awarded for that.
I'm not sure.
Currently, the scoreboard says 15-14. Nice spike, but out of. Oh, wait, that was in. Tied at 15-15. Nice save. Unfortunately, they were not able to capitalize off that save, and Bradford has received the point. Knights point. Another point for the Knights. Not really quite sure what happened there, but
I think she did an illegal set.
current score 18-16. Knights still up for serve.
Into the net. the net that one went.
Seems like the Knights seem to be pulling away right now, and a timeout was called. So how do you see this game going so far?
I see it going kind of cold right now. I think both teams, they're
Playing a little sloppy.
Yeah. I think after this timeout, after the coaches, get them regrouped and everything, I think they'll come out hopefully playing stronger and putting one team comes out, putting the other team away.
Here we come back from the timeout, and Knights serve.
Oh,
Nice block there, giving Knights a point. For anyone not too familiar with the way scoring goes in volleyball, it's first to 25, and you have to get a 2-point lead. And Bradford gets a point there. Another point for Bradford. That hit was in, giving Bradford the point.
I think during that timeout, the Bradford coach must have said something to spark up the Bradford girls, because they're coming back in force.
It's been a close first game through the whole thing. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Point given to the Knights.
The Knights only need 4 more points to win this first game.
Another point for the Knights. Bradford seems to be having a hard time getting it over the net every now and then.
Right after that timeout, they came out pumped up, and now I think that intensity is backing off a little bit.
Oh, 20 to 22 now. So Bradford's not out of it yet. They can still come back and get it. They just have to focus a little bit more.
That they do. They gotta want it.
Exactly. This is still anyone's game. Nice play by Bradford, getting them a point.
Barely catching the line.
Exactly.
Barely.
That was some good effort to get that save in.
That it was. I thought for sure the Knights had that point.
Powerful spike, tying the score at 22-22. Bradford still has the ball. So they can walk away with the first win of the game.
They could. They very well could.
Knights need to work a little bit more on covering those open pockets still and returning the balls.
A good little tip by Trzynski.
Megan Luke up to serve.
Only needs 2 more points to put this one away.
One more point and the Knights have the first game. Let's see if they can make it without any errors.
Let's hope Luke can put one in here for an ace.
And the Knights walk away with the first victory of the game.
The Knights had to work hard for that one, but they pulled it off.
Teams are now switching sides. And I think it's going to be a mixture. It's not just going to be seniors, the whole shindig.
I think the way Coach Lois explained it to us was that she wanted to have the first game just be all seniors because I believe this is their last home game, I believe.
I think you might be right.
I believe so. So now I think she's gonna mix in some of the juniors and the sophomores along with the seniors and see if they can't pull out this match and
Well, it's good for the seniors' morale that they won the first
yeah.
game of the home game.
Yeah. First game of the last home game. How's it going, Oak Creek? Okay, a couple things that Oak Creek needs to work on in the second game is filling up those pockets. Don't you agree?
I would agree with you there. If they can heighten their defense a little bit more and return more of the balls, they could be an unstoppable force. Bradford needs to work on, though, is calling their shots a little better. They seem to be overpowering a lot of their spikes and stuff. Or they just underpower it completely. It's one extreme or the other.
They haven't quite found, the sweet spot of their hitting.
No.
But I believe once they do, the Knights going to have a hard time controlling that, especially with them leaving their open pockets.
Yes.
I don't wonder if Coach Lois is addressing that issue right now.
It'd be nice to see that happen. Like you said, it's the last home game, I believe, for the Knights, so...
It'd be nice to see him come out with a victory.
Yeah. And I've received confirmation that this is indeed the last home game for the Knights. So if they can pull a win off for this one, it'd be good.
It'd be big for their season.
Yes.
They received Coach Lois.
Oak Creek up to serve. And an early point for Oak Creek. Lily seemed to be pretty excited about that point.
That she did. As they should be, because they need to come out big or come out strong here. And really set the tone for this match.
Another point by Oak Creek. That first game win seemed to boost their morale a lot in this match. Another quick point for Oak Creek, as they seem to be controlling the ball quite a while in this game.
I don't think they were ready for that one there,
Apparently not, because 7 got pegged with the ball.
Another
point for Oak Creek.
Bradford just seemed to be cooled down. The intensity's gone.
Yeah.
Oak Creek pulling away 4-0. This could turn into something, I don't know, something of utter proportion, just Oak Creek blowing them out.
Well, it seems like every point Oak Creek gets, it boosts their morale and starts to tear down Bradford a little bit more. But maybe Bradford can add so bad now that they have control of the ball, as they just received their first point. Aggressive serve sets off Lily, getting Bradford another point. It'll be interesting to see if Bradford can keep this game as close as the first one.
It will be interesting to see.
Seems very possible too.
That it does. That it does. Now, when Oak Creek sets up waiting for the serve, they bend down all the way to the ground. I'm not quite sure why they do that.
It seems to have its hit or miss system though. It either works really good or it messes up the whole thing. Score is currently tied 4-4 with Bradford in control of the ball.
It's a good dig.
Nice block by Bradford, but Oak Creek's able to answer back with a spike, getting them the point and the ball back. It seems like once Oak Creek has controlled the ball, they can do some damage, but when they're playing defense, it's kind of shoddy.
I think they may have to, in the timeout, if they take a timeout this game, I think Coach Liller should go and really get the defense psyched up, because they seem to be allowing the majority of the points on defense.
Nice attempt to save, but wasn't quite able to pull it off as the score is now tied 5-5.
That's a good effort by Oak Creek.
It was a great effort by Oak Creek, just wasn't enough at the right time.
Wasn't quite there.
Oak Creek's point. Let's see if they can pull away a little bit, giving them some cushion room. Nice spike as Oak Creek gets another point.
The Knights now lead it by 2. Again, it's that pesky center section that they leave wide open that gets them every time.
That's the soft underbelly of the Knights' defense, it seems like.
That is. That seems to be the weak point.
Bradford serving. Lily puts it over.
The Knights did well to keep that mid-ridge and
A little bit of a volley going, but kind of phased at the end, giving Bradford a point. Score tied 7-7, Bradford's ball. Bradford's point as Oak Creek hit it a little bit out of bounds right there.
Oak Creek's bench trying to get the Oak Creek girls on the floor excited.
Well, it seems like once the score gets closer, Oak Creek gets a little nervous and tends to make a little bit more mistakes, as displayed right there.
Like right there, yes. That spike seemed a little rushed.
Yeah.
As the Knights followed by 2.
Bradford still in control of the ball. Nice save by Lily.
That was a great block by Bradford.
Another nice save by number 22. Really good attempt at the save, but wasn't quite enough to pull it off. Oak
I think
Creek's
she was
point.
just a bit too far out of bounds to save that one.
Yeah, I would have probably just let that one go.
Saved a little bit of injury there.
Yeah. But Oak Creek back in control of the ball. Megan Luke preparing to serve.
I believe it's Kelly Dublinski ready to serve.
Is that?
Yes, I believe so.
Not bad. And Bradford's point. Had a lot of potential, but didn't quite do much with it.
Just a bit out of her reach.
Just a tad.
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Bradford, for some reason, didn't make a move on that one, giving Oak Creek the ball again. As Oak Creek makes a substitution with number 22 and 12 going back on the bench. I didn't quite see who came out though. Did you happen to catch that?
No, I did not. No.
Bradford's point. Score's currently 9-11. It seems like it's just going back and forth between team and team.
I do believe that the Bradford seems to have calmed down a little bit and regained the upper hand in this match. I see the fans behind us getting back, or getting on Coach Loyce to put back in the senior squad.
Oak Creek's point.
Oak Creek seems very, very enthusiastic whenever they score points, don't they?
At this point, you have to be. Yeah, every little energy boost you can get is going to help. Another point, Oak Creek tying the score 11-11.
That's a good block by number 13, Stacey Trzynski.
Now, if I'm correct, Megan is serving and seems to be working out pretty well for the Knights. Score currently 12-11 now after that point.
I think Bradford may be slipping into that lull again where they can't quite, either they're hitting too hard or they're just not hitting quite hard enough.
Well, it seems like each team goes through periods where one's doing really good and the other one goes down a bit, and then they switch off. Bradford gets the point there. Score's tied 12-12. Bradford now has the ball again. Bradford serves. 22 with the return. And Oak Creek's point. Bradford seemed to accidentally hit the ball further and further away from the net that time.
They're going backwards instead of forwards.
Which is okay for the Knights.
From the Knights' point of view, that is awesome.
Oak Creek's point. Starting to get a little bit of a lead here. Let's see if we can capitalize on it.
It seems as if we have an early candidate for Pop Star Player of the Game in Lily Vanderhoff.
I'd have to agree with you. She seems to have a lot of energy towards this game.
Yeah, she does. But it's still early. We still got 3 more matches to play. We'll see who really takes the cake for Pop Star Player of the Game.
Yes. .13 with a powerful serve, getting Oak Creek another point.
She froze the Bradford defense that time.
Another Oak Creek point as we seem to be controlling the ball and the court for a while.
That was a great effort by the Bradford side, though.
And a timeout was called by Oak Creek, I believe. Score has currently a 4-point lead over the Red Devils.
It seems like the Knights had a short huddle there. I wonder if Coach Lois is happy with their performance so far.
And we're back underway. Knights in control of the ball again.
Here you see a good shot of the Oak Creek crowd.
And they are pumped. as you can
Oh,
tell.
weren't they pumped? They're really behind these Knights, aren't they?
Yes, I'd have to say so. Serve is up. A gentle setup gives Knights an opportunity to give a powerful serve, spike down, and a point,
And possession of the ball.
which they already had.
Continuing possession of the ball. That's what I meant. Oh, hit the ceiling.
Knights currently lose possession of the ball, giving
That ball really took off her arm and slammed into the ceiling that time.
now if the ball hits the ceiling, it's not out. They can still play it off. So
Until it hits the ground. Then it's done.
a little bit of a short dive gives Bradford a point there. That kind of looked like it hurt.
A little bit. I'd imagine it would. You know, the good hardwood floor.
Yeah. A little bit of a short attempt as Oak Creek tried to save it, but came up short.
I think
Bradford's point.
Bradford may have the intensity back.
Seems like that huddle did a lot for them. They got quick return of the ball, giving them possession, and they're making a little bit of a comeback here.
A good save by 22. Gronlund.
Oak Creek hits it out, 17-16. Bradford inching closer and closer to tying the score.
That was quite a spike by Bradford.
Yeah, it was. And a good attempt at a save for Oak Creek, just not enough. Nice block by Bradford, and thankfully 22 was able to save it.
Another good block
Nice
by
Oak
Oak
Creek
Creek.
block there.
Wow. I'm not sure they're calling that one. It looked like
Yeah, I
that one
thought
hit
that
the
ball was
floor.
dead a while ago, but
Apparently wrong.
Bradford got the point out of that, so. Score is tied now at 17-17 with Bradford in possession of the ball. Oak Creek in their ready positions. Oak Creek gets possession back.
I don't know. Speaking of pop-type play of the game, I think number 13, Stacey Straczynski's coming into the race.
Yeah, she had that one really good spike that got a point.
She's had about 7 or 8 good blocks too.
Yeah. I'd say Megan Luke's in it too, though, because she's had a lot of good serves. A lot of her serves we've
She
been
has
able to
been keeping
capitalize off.
She has been keeping Oak Creek with those serves. I do agree.
Oak Creek's point there.
The Knights only need 6 more points to put game 2 away.
A little bit of a shoddy performance there by Bradford, giving the Knights another point.
Well, the Bradford's pretty much done. They had already had their 3 touches in or done, so or already. So that's all I could do was just touch it.
Well, here we are in another timeout, so.
Okay, the Knights breaking their huddle once again before the Bradford Red Devils. Lily Van Hoff trying to psych up the Oak Creek squad. A good spike by Oak Creek. An even better block by Bradford. But the Knights get the point and retain possession of the ball. That was a good block by number 12. Oak Creek inching closer to victory, leading the Red Devils 22-17. I think their last time out, or after their last time out, Oak Creek really come out with some intensity.
I have to agree with you there.
Although Bradford just got a point and the ball, Oak Creek is still bringing the heat.
Bradford getting ready to serve here.
It's a good dig by number 22, Gronlund.
Nice block by Oak Creek there.
Like I said before, the Knights are bringing the heat. Look at that.
Another nice block. Teamwork there by number 12 and 1. Oak Creek the point. And now they have returned possession of the ball.
And they're 2 points away from victory.
Seems like Oak Creek might have this one in the bag already.
Let's not jinx them now.
Seems like I might have jinxed it.
Better not let them find out, or they might be mad.
Bradford with the point there, and now they have returned possession of the ball. Bradford's point as Oak Creek hit the ball out of bounds there.
It's twice now the Knights have hit the ball just a bit too hard and just sent it over the end line.
Bradford preparing to serve. Powerful hit by 6.
Sounded like that hurt.
Nice return by Bradford. Good attempt by Oak Creek to return the ball there, but came up short. Bradford inching closer to tying the score.
Only down by 2 now.
And a nice spike giving Oak Creek the point.
The Knights now 1 point away from
Winning
taking
game two.
2.
Number 2 getting ready to serve.
This is game point. And the Knights take game 2.
Now, if the Knights win the next game, they'll have the whole match set and done with, which would be nice to see.
That they will, but they will still play a minimum of 4 games, even if the Knights do win this next game.
So, do you think Knights are going to have a solid winning streak here, or do you think Bradford might pull off a win?
Well, I think the momentum carrying over from the first two victories for Oak Creek should help them over the top over Bradford.
But it doesn't seem like Bradford's letting down at all. I mean, they haven't quite had enough to actually get a win, but they've been really close every time.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows? Bradford might come back, and they might be hungry for this victory.
Yeah, because granted, both teams aren't playing at the top of their game at the moment, but as they're making a lot of errors, but neither team is. I'd say both teams are about equal.
I'd say they're pretty equal in competitiveness wise.
Seems like some of the Racine crowd is getting out of Dodge already.
Does it appear that they don't want to stay in
Bradford crowd.
the Kenosha Bradford? I don't know. I did not know there's a Bradford school in Racine.
Huh?
As you so put it.
Players are re-entering the field.
We were just on TV again.
Oak Creek starting with possession of the ball in this game.
There seems to be a bit of confusion on the floor right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Yeah, I couldn't help you out there either.
Whatever the confusion is, it seems they have it squared away and they are ready to play some volleyball.
Actually, Bradford has control of the ball.
Maybe that's what they were conferring about.
It would seem that way.
Or it could be completely something different. We don't know. That was a good save by 22 Gronlund.
And an early point for Bradford.
It seems like whoever starts out the game serving has great momentum in picking up the score.
I'd agree. Every time a team has started with the ball, they seem to get a little bit of a lead, and then it becomes anyone's game.
But maybe not so, so Creek just got that point back.
Yeah, they did. And now that they have possession of the ball, maybe they'll do some early damage to Bradford.
Maybe they will.
Oak Creek serves, and Bradford returns. Another point for Oak Creek. Now, Oak Creek came in strong in the second game, winning the first 4 points. And after that, Bradford caught up and made the game pretty close. So,
In this hit, I believe that was by Bradford.
well, that was Oak Creek's point. It's 4-1. Oak Creek's still serving.
The Bradford defense seems kind of lax.
That was a pretty nice defensive play by Bradford. Yes.
That it was.
Another one.
Number 6 seems to be a pretty strong force from the center for Bradford.
Bradford serves, doesn't quite make it over the net there, giving Oak Creek a point. Fairly easy point. I'm sure Oak Creek loves that.
Oh, everybody loves easy points.
Exactly. Nice save by Oak Creek. Let's see if they can capitalize on the performance they just made. No. Bradford's point as they get returned the ball. Bradford preparing to score. Serve. Oak Creek's point. They now are double Bradford's score, 6 of 3. Bradford point and ball.
That is generally what happens when they score a point.
Yeah.
They get the ball back.
Yeah.
Just clarifying that for the people at home.
Once again, Bradford doesn't get it over the net off the serve.
Maybe they're tired.
It would seem that players are a little fatigued going into the third game.
Maybe they need a water boy.
Yes, I'm sure a water boy is exactly what the Bradford team needs.
You never know.
Nice spike by Bradford. Oak Creek able to return on all the defensive plays that Bradford is making. And getting a point off of it too.
What a block.
Exactly.
I believe they made that Bradford girl fall from the block.
Oak Creek serving.
Seems like Bradford's having problems communicating there.
And if you're reading, this game, Bradford seems to be leaving a lot more pockets open, which is rare for them coming from the last 2 games.
Which is good news for Oak Creek, though.
Yeah, it is. We seem to be pulling away for an early lead.
That they do, as they lead them by 5.
Another point for Oak Creek, bringing the score 10-4. Bradford has now called a timeout for blatantly obvious reasons.
Yeah, I think the coach needs to sit him down and go,
Get in line.
yes, get in line and fill in those pockets. Cover the area well.
This is interesting because you didn't expect this on the third game. I expected it to be a closer match than the first 2.
You would think, the first 2 games, okay, they're kind of cold, and then the 3rd and 4th game, possibly the 5th game, they come out explosive and keep these games close.
I mean, 'cause this is really down to the wire for Bradford. If they don't win this one, it's over. I mean, they have to pull it together if they want any chance of getting the 6th seed.
Yes, I'm not sure how all important that is to either team. Well, I think it's a pride issue.
I'd imagine you want to be 6 over 7.
6, it's
The higher position is usually better and more important to the team.
Yes.
But Oak Creek ready to serve off the timeout now. Point Oak Creek.
The Knights are just seem to be pulling away.
It'll be interesting to see what happens now that the coach had their little talk with Bradford's team. But
It doesn't seem to have done much so far, but it's still early.
It's still early in the third game, even though Oak
Somewhat.
Creek is pulling away.
It's fairly early.
Yes. Oh, a little short on the serve there, giving Bradford the point and control the ball now.
This might swing the momentum.
Yeah.
Substitution by Bradford, I believe. Yes, 14 coming out for 15.
Out hit by Bradford, giving Oak Creek the ball again and a point.
That was quite a unique volley.
They had a lot of potential there. I mean, they kind of threw it away there.
They did,
But
they did.
I'm sure they'll get the ball back eventually. But let's see what Oak Creek can do now. Like I said, Bradford got the point or the ball back, bringing the score only down to a 6-point lead, which, as we've seen before, Bradford can recover from.
Let's see if they can fully recover and regain the lead and possibly win this game.
Bradford serving now.
There's quite a lengthy spike attempt.
Nice set and spike, giving Bradford a point. Seemed to catch number 9 off guard there. Another point for Bradford. They seem to be gaining momentum after the huddle.
It seems like the momentum has swung, and Oak Creek is becoming lax in their defensive playing.
They've been playing a little sloppy after the.
They have. On their last point, they looked like they didn't know what to do. They sure knew what to do that time, though.
Yes, that was an impressive play by Oak Creek, giving them the point.
That's quite a unique handshake those two just did.
Yes. Now we have Megan Luke serving again, which we've been seem to
When she
capitalize
serves, it
off her
seems like
serves.
Oak Creek gets quite a few points.
Yes.
What a block.
Point Oak Creek.
There's a good spike by number 13.
Another point Oak Creek with Bradford barely being able to get over the net there.
Almost made it.
Yeah, they didn't make it. My bad. Like I said before, though, Bradford seems to be actually just giving away a lot of unnecessary points to Oak Creek.
Oh, that they do. That they do.
It seems like this game would be closer if both games or teams were on top of their game. Bradford with the point there, though, and that gives them the ball back, so maybe they can make this game a little more interesting.
It's a 6-point game now with the Knights leading 15-9.
Point Oak Creek there. Unfortunately, Bradford hasn't been able to capitalize off of any of their offensive abilities.
Yeah, really.
Oak Creek seems to have really pulled together their defense in this game.
And they seem to be filling up those seams quite well.
Yes. Less holes that need to be filled.
I believe that was just a mistake by Oak Creek.
Yes. Oak Creek with not enough hustle there, giving Bradford the point.
It appears that you just slipped in getting that ball.
Point Bradford.
Must have been just a bit outside.
Looked that way. It didn't seem like the ref knew what to call that one, though.
He kind of hesitated. He was like, yeah, we'll go point Bradford there.
Well, from the crowd's reaction around us, I've heard a lot of negative responses to a lot of the refs' calls this game.
But that's to be expected with any ref. No one really likes him, you know.
This guy a little more so than others. Another point for Bradford. Point Oak Creek to regain possession of the ball.
What a block.
Bradford's point as Oak Creek hit it out of bounds there.
I don't think Oak Creek fans like that call too much.
No, I don't think they do. But the game's gotten a little closer as Oak Creek's losing momentum and Bradford seems to be picking up the pieces that Oak Creek is dropping. Point Oak Creek. Oak Creek down to a 4-point lead, but in possession of the ball, so maybe they could pull away a little bit.
Only needing 7 more points to win game 3, thus pretty much putting the match away.
Yes. Another point for Oak Creek, a good block.
That is
Made by number 7 and 3.
I believe it's 7-12, I believe. I'm not sure. Either way, that's a spectacular block.
Score is currently 19-15. Bradford giving up a point there for a 2015 score.
It just seemed like Bradford, well, they had problems communicating in that play right there.
I'd say both teams have had a little bit of trouble communicating throughout the whole
Bradford,
thing.
Bradford more so than Oak Creek.
Little bit.
What
Nice
a
block.
block by number 12.
21-15. Oak Creek has early control over this game.
The Oak Creek bench rallying up the girls on the floor.
The first 2 games were really close, but it seems like Oak Creek's just dominated over this third one.
I think Bradford just lost momentum.
(21-15) is the score now, with Bradford scoring a point, so that updates it to 21-16. Bradford getting ready to score. Serve. Knights point 22-16, giving them the lead and the ball.
We have a substitution with number 22, Allie Gronlund leaving, and number, I believe, 8, Lauren Shad came in.
Tonight's Pop-Tart player of the game is going to be Lily Vanderhoff, who's
Number
been
1.
showing great momentum throughout the whole game and has a lot of team spirit riled up. She's been a key part to today's game and a big part of the victory that they've been having.
Ever see Lily on the bench getting behind her girls?
Score is currently 23-16. And there we have Lily. All right, back to the game with Oak Creek serving. Point Bradford. Oak Creek scoring as number 7 on Bradford did a little bit of a cartwheel there.
Well, I didn't ever tumble into a cartwheel. Well, nonetheless, entertaining.
Yes, very much so. Oak Creek trying to get the game point here. And Bradford just gave the game away there. Oak Creek winning the 3rd game and the whole thing.
That puts the match in the bag for Oak Creek,
Yeah.
winning the first of 3 games.
Now the 4th game only goes up to 15. It's more of just
A game for fun.
yeah. It doesn't really matter towards either of the. It allows players that don't normally get a lot of game time to get in and show off their skills.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Again, the Pop-Tart player of the game was number 1, Lily Vanderhoff.
Oh, she gets a box of strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Made with real fruit.
After the game. After the game.
There we have a good picture of Lily just received her strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Just under a minute underway until the 4th game gets started.
Now you gotta wonder what the Bradford coach is telling their girls.
Probably not too happy of a message, I imagine. Oak Creek players are entering the court. Number 6 is serving.
I believe number 6 is Brittany Zietlow, I believe. He's
I
starting
couldn't tell
point
you.
guard for the Knights girls basketball team.
Yes. Yes, it is Brittany Zietlow. And Bradford has now entered the court too, so this should be getting underway relatively soon.
Momentarily.
And we're off. With an early point for Oak Creek. Don't have Brittany Zietlow serve.
I think she just misjudged the distance on that one.
11 just wasn't able to pull it off there, but good effort nonetheless.
Nonetheless, yes.
Bradford's point there as they'll get possession of the ball now. Number 10 will be serving for them.
What
Oak
a
Creek's point.
spike. She was back checking that spike and still managed to get it over and in.
serving. Bradford on the return. To me, that return looked a little sloppy, but Oak Creek was able to capitalize off of it and
That they were.
it's good to see if a team makes a mistake that the other team can kind of attack that area that seems a little weak.
Attack that weakness.
Yeah,
Attack that Achilles tendon, if you will.
yes. Nice volley we have going here.
Yes, it's been going on for quite some time.
And
Oh, what a save!
the forfeits, it fell a little short, giving Bradford the point.
But again, this game's just for fun.
Yes.
Just for fun.
Let's have some fun. Bradford serving. Number 3 with a powerful spike. Bradford able to return. Nice setup there, but Bradford was able to go and get a point off. Tying the score 3-3. We have number 5 with serving.
Didn't look like the Knights were ready for that serve at all.
It seems like the center pocket problem has seemed to come up again in this 4th game.
That it may have, yes.
Point for
Oh, Creek.
a questionable call there, it seems like, but
Again, just another reason for the fans to hate refs.
yes. Bradford's point. And so regain possession of the ball and make a slight substitution. Taking out 11 and putting in someone else.
Seven came in, I believe? Yes, I believe it was 7.
15 up for the serve. Now, what's interesting is if you look through all 4 of these games, Oak Creek, neither team has made a lot of substitutions.
Oh, that's true. I wonder why that is.
Well, if you watch other Oak Creek games, it's not normal for them, really. That ball barely got through the block, but Bradford was able to get a point off of it, getting a 3-point lead. Another point for Bradford. Oak Creek getting ready for the next serve, and Bradford getting ready to serve. And there's the serve.
Miscommunication again on the Bradford side.
Oak Creek's point.
Substitution for the Knights.
Taking out number 2 and putting in number 5.
Is it just me or was number 5 wearing a different jersey before?
I believe she might have been. Oak Creek ready for the serve here. Just a little bit short there.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
It seems like they're going to let a redo happen, though. I'm not really familiar with that.
I thought redos were only for the kindergartners.
powerful hit out of bounds, Oak Creek's point.
The Knights slowly inching their way back into this one, only down by 1 now. And it seems that many of the fans have exited the stands.
Well, I mean, this game necessarily doesn't really matter at all. But either way, the score is now tied 8-8. Knights still in possession of the ball. Number 5 still serving. Good hustle for the ball there, but just wasn't enough. As Bradford gets the point and the ball now.
They caught Oak Creek by surprise that time.
It really did.
Surprised me.
Good for you. Bradford serving. Oak Creek wasn't able to get it over the net there. Bradford getting another point, getting a 2-point lead, and 5 points away from winning the 4th game. Powerful shot over the net there for a return by number 7. And Bradford hits it out of bounds, giving the Knights the point and the ball. 8 getting ready to serve. And point Oak Creek. Now it's interesting to watch because as we mentioned before how Oak Creek does the little like frog stance thing where we're getting ready to defend, Bradford doesn't do anything.
They just gotta stand there and wait for the ball to come to them. It seems as if Oak Creek is just a little bit more prepared for when the ball comes.
It seems like both ways actually have their positives and their negatives because it definitely takes away from the range the Oak Creek players have to reach for the ball, but
I believe maybe that's a tactic for a shot that comes over the net real fast and sharp, so that they can get down real low fast.
that could be.
But I don't know.
Score currently 10-12, Bradford's lead. Could it be that Oak Creek's just trying to be a little nice here and giving them a little, hey, here you go. Have the 4th game win.
Maybe.
Powerful spike going out of bounds. Oak Creek's point, though, because Bradford was the last team to actually touch the ball. Maybe we're not being nice. We're going to take the 4th win, too.
Oak Creek was just lulling Bradford into a false sense of security. And then they're going to drop the hammer.
Number 6 seemed to be a little
Caught off guard,
thrown
maybe?
off by that ball. And Oak Creek hitting the ball too many times, giving Bradford the point, 11-13.
I believe the call was one of the Oak Creek players crossed the center line into the Bradford.
That could be
pass.
too, but they did hit the ball too many times too.
Oh, it was a combination of both then, I
Yes.
guess. Bradford 2 points away from taking game 4.
Oak Creek not able to get it over the net there. These last couple points have been unnecessary for Oak Creek to be giving up.
That's game point for the Bradford Red Devils. See if they can get it here.
No, they can't. Oak Creek with the ball. And a 2-point difference.
I think Oak Creek needs to rally back here big and get these last 3 points to really. No, they need
Even
4
if they,
points.
Even if they can't get the 4 points, they at least need to get 2 so they can keep this going.
Good block there.
Got through the block there, but it's still able to return Bradford's point. Bradford gets the 4th game.
Oak Creek wins the 4-game match, 3 games to 1.
Here we have the team handshake to show good
Sportsmanship
Yes.
among the players.
because that's what the Knights and the Red Devils are all about. It's all about fun to me.
Tonight? hopefully tonight.
Once again, tonight's Pop-Tart player of the game was Lily Vanderhoff, who received strawberry Pop-Tarts.
She was a dominating force in the middle,
The free little dancing mini person on the box.
and it's made of real fruit.
And that's all for today's broadcast on Oak Creek Night Vision Television.
Night.
He's Corey Finn. I'm Nick Gonzalez. See you later.